Hey guys, Pigsy here, and welcome back to another video. So today's video I wanted to do a recap of my 2021 games that I picked up, and in particular the 10 highlights. 10 games or systems that sort of blew me away this year that I couldn't believe that I tracked these down and picked them up. So it was pretty hard to narrow this list down to 10. I initially had like 25. But I've whittled it down to about 10. There's a few from each system, so there's no particular order. So the last one's definitely not the best, or the first one. All 10 of these items I'm pretty happy I picked up in 2021. So we'll do this by system, so I'm going to group them together. So firstly, a Vita game. And that is the last American release Vita game, which was done by Limited Run Games. Of course, I'm talking about Super Meat Boy. There were only 999 of these released, and it sold out in like 60 seconds. So I'm really stoked to have added it to my collection. So that is Super Meat Boy for the PS Vita. Now I did have 3 PS1 games in my shortlist, but I am only going to show you guys one. Which, if you're a fan of the channel, I'm sure you know which game it is. And that, of course, is the Grand Theft Auto double feature, which includes Grand Theft Auto 1 and Grand Theft Auto London. Now, this double feature was only released in the PAL region in Australia. This particular game is very rare and it's quite expensive. I can go for astronomical amounts in Europe. So I got this in a pretty interesting way. It is complete. Correction, it's missing the map. The map's probably the easiest part to get because it's the same as the original Grand Theft Auto 1 map. So I'm yet to add the map to it. But, so my local cash converters, they had the front cover and the discs and the manual. They didn't have the back cover. It had been there for a few months for $150. Anyway, I bought a few games one day and I offered them $100 for it. They accepted. Then I messaged a few people I knew on Facebook. One of them happened to have the back cover. So I ended up getting that for $100. So I completed my copy for $200, which is really good price for this game because I have seen it go over 1,000. So I'm stoked to add it to my PS1 collection. Again, that's the Grand Theft Auto double feature. Excuse me. Let's make these videos like right after I eat. Here's one I ordered last year, but it only arrived this year. And that is Tamishi. Now, I ordered this on Halloween last year through Limited Rare Games. And then that was it. I didn't hear anything for 6 to 9 months. And one day I started seeing people on Facebook posting their copies, and a couple of weeks later I got mine. This did sell on eBay for over $1,000 at one point, which is just ridiculous. Prices now go for around that 500 to 600 mark. But this is Tamishi. It's probably one of the top 5 rarest PS4 games. It's a horror title. Again, it was done by Limited Rare Games. You guys might remember Poop Slinger. They did release another game this year, which I did pre-order. I do forget the name of it, but we are still waiting for that one. But yeah, I'm really happy to have the privilege to add Tamishi to my collection in 2021. Pretty interesting game, just a weird cover, look at that. Yeah, moving on, guys. Another PS4 title, and I actually found this in the wild. I've been looking for this for years. I'm shocked to have found it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I bought it ASAP. I was so excited. And that is the Nier Automata Limited Edition, which is the Steelbook. I found this at EB Games. It was only $48. This goes for about 300 or 2 to 300 on eBay. Features a beautiful Steelbook, guys. Of course, Nier Automata being one of my favorite games and series. I've wanted this Steelbook for pretty much since it came out. I regretted not pre-ordering it. And I cannot believe I found one in the wild. I was It was one of the few titles that I was prepared to pay top dollar for to get it in my collection. That's why you're seeing it in this video as one of my 10 items that I'm adding to my collection in 2021 that I'm most proud of. So that is Near Automata, the limited edition. So already we've seen 4 pretty amazing items, guys. Now we're going to do PS2. So only one PS2 game, but that is nothing against any PS2 game I've got. I just picked up some amazing games in 2021. But this in particular is pretty exciting for me. Again, it's the same series as the last game. It's part of the Nier series, and that is Drakengard 2. I've been after this game for years, and I'm stoked to have added it to my collection. I got it for a really good price, which I'm happy with. Since Nier Replicant came out earlier this year, this has skyrocketed in price. This now goes to around the 200 mark, so that's crazy. From memory, I paid about $80 for this, maybe a little bit more. So I know I got it for a really good price. That's Drakengard 2. So there's one console I'm going to show you guys, and it's actually my only Nintendo item which I'm showing in this list. It's crazy considering I went pretty hard on Nintendo stuff in 2021. Nevertheless, here we are, and it's the Pokemon Y Nintendo 2DS console. Amazing looking console, this one. Pretty much like brand new. The box is in great condition. The console is hardly used. And I got this for a really good price. I believe it was $100 local pickup. Alright guys, it's 4 items left. And it's all for the one system. The system that we picked up the most games for. Well, at least for this video. I definitely picked up more PS4 games this year than PS3 stuff. But looking like the PS3 stuff was quality over quantity. So firstly, we got one from Lewis, and this is the slipcover for Saint Seiya Brave Soldier or Soldier Soul, one of the two of them. Anyway, there's only 500 of these available in Brazil. It's very hard to track down. I did get the other 2 slipcovers this year as well, but this one certainly takes the cake over those 2. It's one of my favorite slipcovers for the PS3. I'm stoked to have added it to the collection. So if you're watching this one, Lewis, thanks again, man. Just to show you guys the game. Now, this wasn't actually released in North America, this game. There was a Mexican version. Which just makes this even harder to find because it's being more desired by American collectors. A couple more PS3 games. One I've wanted to cross off the wire for a long time now. I already own the Chinese-English version, but I always wanted a Korean version. It's up there with one of the most expensive games. Actually broke my own record, being the most expensive game I've ever bought. And that is, of course, Aquanauts Holiday, the Korean version. Absolutely beautiful game, this one. So, as you guys probably know, the Korean and the Chinese-English versions are the only way you can play this game in English. I highly recommend playing Aquanauts Holiday at least once. It's like an underwater exploration game. It's really fun. You just swim around with a coral and the different fishes and stuff. It's quite relaxing, and I recommend it. But yeah, I'm stoked to have added the Korean version to my collection in 2021. Now, I'll save one game for last. I'm going to show you guys a collector's edition I picked up. 2020 was the year that I went really hard on collector's editions. But here's one I got at the start of the year. I've sort of slowed down on CEs, but there are a few more that I still want. Of course, this is one I've wanted for a long time. I got it for a great price. Very, very happy to own it. I know the father of the guy I bought this off used to work for Sega, so that's pretty cool. Of course, that is the Sonic Generations, the collector's edition. Comes with a big Sonic statue. A gold ring, an art book, a soundtrack, additional game content, and the slipcover. Awesome collector's edition, guys. And I couldn't pass it off on my list for 2021 in my favorite pickups. So that is the Sonic Generations collector's edition. This thing is huge. And that's 9 games. We've got one left. And this is probably my favorite pickup of the year. For a few reasons. This is an incredibly hard game to find. It's one of my favorite games. Australian PAL version. Most importantly, it was the last game I needed for a full Australian PAL PS3 set. Yeah, you regulars know what I'm talking about. Of course, that is Odin Spear for the PS3. I unfortunately not proud to say how much I paid for this, but it was $178. Of course, being my last game for a full set, the price didn't matter. I wanted to cross this off the list. It was peace of mind. I'm very happy to have added it to the collection. This is the Australian PAL copy. It does actually have a manual, a 2-page manual, so keep your eyes out for that if you're looking for it. Yeah, one of the hardest to find Australian PAL games. Completed my PS3 set, and it completes this video for my top 10 games I've added to the collection in 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this, something a bit different. If you guys liked it, let me know. I'll do it again next year, make it an annual thing. We passed 2,000 subscribers, guys. I should have said this at the start of the video, but thank you so much. I am going to do a giveaway, guys, so if you want to be part of that giveaway, please comment in the comments of this video. You can say anything. I'll pick one of you at random. I'll actually record myself picking one of you and put that in the next video. So to find out the winner, I'll either reply to your comment or you'll find out in the next video. Yeah, so the winner gets a $100 game voucher on my eBay store. I'll ship to anywhere in the world. I've got like 500 or 600 games on there, so I'm sure there's something for you. Yeah, so good luck, guys. All you have to do is be subscribed, like this video, and comment down below, and you can win yourself $100 worth of video games. Anyway, so I've been Fixie. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Peace.